Mickey Talks.
I don't know, Matt. We did it. 51. We are 52.
We're at 52 today. Yeah.
Ray Lewis show.
The Ray Lewis show.
This show dedicated to the great Ray Lewis in honor of 52. I'm really excited about it. Yes, Mickey Talks. It is episode 52, brought to us by Barnes Paving, BARNES paving.com. Give them a call at 443-243-3710. Tell them Mickey Talks. Excuse me.
Yes.
Get to it.
10% off if you mention Mickey Talks without coughing.
Yeah, that's tough. I think I got a popcorn kernel stuck in there. Barnes Paving is MHIC licensed and insured. And, of course, they are credited with the Better Business Bureau, BARNES paving.com, 443-243-3710. Matt.
You going to make it to 53,
I'm having
man?
trouble, dude. Start talking for a second. Start talking.
So we got a great guest today. His name is Rich Davis and also Bruce Baldwin. They're from Kingdom in Flames.
Yeah, we're going to get to them.
At the Record Theater coming up in just in July.
June.
July 11th.
July 11th.
July 11th. Oh, then I might be able to. I'll let you know.
I got it right in front of you.
Yeah. There it is. July 11th.
Yeah.
I thought you were wrong. That's why I didn't say anything yet. We will get to Rich and Bruce in a little bit. But, Matt, let's get right into it. Let's start off the show, thanks to Barnes Paving, with That's the Facts. Matt, what do we got, buddy?
Well, I don't know if you're a King of the Hill fan. Did you hear what happened to Jonathan Joss?
No, what happened?
He was murdered in San Antonio. Wow. He's best known for voicing John Redcorn on King of the Hill. He was fatally shot Sunday in San Antonio, Texas. His husband, Tristan Kern de Gonzalez, said that the shooting followed years of threats and harassment from neighbors. The couple had returned from their former home site, destroyed by fire earlier this year, and they were confronted by a man who opened fire.
Good God.
Joss reportedly pushed De Gonzalez out of harm's way, sacrificing his own life. The alleged shooter, 56-year-old Sigfredo Alvarez Ceja, is in police custody. Authorities are investigating the incident as a hate crime.
Good God almighty.
Yeah. So
that's just awful, Matt. I don't know if that should have been story one, bro.
Yeah, we got to get all the bummer news out of the way first.
All right, let's go. What else
talk
we got?
About the Diddy trial.
Who else died, Matt?
Day 14, Mia, that's her pseudonym for she's remaining anonymous, wrapped up 3 days of testimony as the fourth week started in the Sean Diddy Combs federal sex trafficking trial. The witness used the alias Mia. She spent 8 years working as an assistant to the music mogul. However, Mia testified that Diddy had been physically and emotionally abusive with her. Diddy's defense team questioned Mia's motives. So they were like, is this a Me Too money grab? That's the whole angle they're pushing on this.
I mean, look, this is my whole thing with this whole P. Diddy trial. The more I'm watching and listening to it, and these assistants and people come in, they're like, yeah, I saw it for 10 years. Well, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why didn't you call somebody? Why didn't you call the police?
Well, I mean, since Me Too and all that stuff's happened, I hope anyway that people are starting to feel safer to come forward because they didn't before.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. I mean, as tough as it is, but it's so complicated. You know what I mean? There's the embarrassment. There's a whole power factor that people are afraid to come forward because they're afraid for their job or their life.
No, I get it. It's a terrible position.
But you're right, though. I think you're right. We got to push people to talk to the police right away.
You know what? If nothing else, I've always said, if you're in that situation, go to a third party that other person will listen to. Like, don't be afraid to rat them out to their mother or to their father or to their brother. Like, hey, this dude's beating my ass, or this woman is doing this to me. And it goes both ways, by the way. Women aren't beating men's asses, but they are mentally screwing up some dudes. Abuse is a bad thing. And I'm just saying, don't take the shit. Like, get to a point where you're like, hey, whatever. Yeah, I'm done. Agreed. I mean, you're going to like punch somebody and kick them and shit like that. I mean, I don't know how many ass whoopings a woman's supposed to take before you go, hey, you can leave. And then they'll say, well, I can't leave. Yeah, you can. You can get him to leave.
I agree. That's another complication, too.
You're in a marriage. You have nowhere to live.
You have nowhere to go.
You got kids.
No money.
Throw his ass out.
Yeah.
You got a house. You got an apartment. Throw his ass and make him pay. What's he not going to do it? I don't know. I feel terrible. Like, and I just wish this trial ended. I wish the judge, this is what I honestly wish. After 15 days of hearing about him beating up, 8 women, at some point the judge could go, I've seen enough. Take him out back and shoot him. Like, I don't know what we're doing anymore. What are we going to spend $10 million just to hear it?
Yeah.
Like, I think if 3 people come forward and go, yeah, I did it.
That's enough.
Well,
Yeah,
let's say I
enough.
think the jury's feeling a whole lot less public pressure from convicting this guy.
What are they afraid of? They're not going to get a record
afraid.
deal?
That's my point.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah,
I mean, what a
yeah.
scumbag.
So they found real-life snakes on a plane. Passengers on a flight from Thailand to India had no idea they were flying on a plane with dozens of venomous snakes until they landed, and their smuggler was captured by custom officials. Authorities in Mumbai, India, arrested a man after they found 44 Indonesian pit vipers, 3 spider-tailed horned vipers, and 5 Asian leaf turtles inside his checked luggage.
You ever
So
know
it's on the plane?
It's crazy.
In the cockpit. I mean, not the cockpit, but
the cabin.
Yeah, the cabin.
That's just insanity.
Yeah.
I'll tell you another thing, too. How come all the scariest animals in the world are named after countries? You ever notice that? Like,
Yeah.
what was that one? The Mongol, what was it called? Where was that snake from?
There's 3 different kinds. They've got the Indonesian pit vipers.
One. Indonesia's a country.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Then they've got 3 spider-tailed horned vipers.
I don't know where they're from.
And 5 Asian leaf turtles.
See, Asian leaf.
Yeah.
See, what's the big American animal that kills everybody? What's the American animal? You don't have it. The American what? What's the animal for America?
What gets killed? I don't know.
But that's
Sharks.
my point. Like, everywhere else in the world, you got to watch out for deadly shit.
Yeah.
And they're called whatever the country's name is.
Human.
Yeah, humans. The American humans, you got to watch out for.
Apparently it's common. The animal smuggling in Mumbai. Recently, officials have seized a number of exotic animals, including rare birds, a small alligator, and even small apes.
See, when people start buying primates, I just start rooting for the animal.
Yeah.
I can't wait to read the news story when his face is laying in the living room and his body's in the kitchen.
I just like how it's a bunch of deadly snakes and then 2 turtles.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is all the time. It's always some guy that's got, exactly right.
Yeah, what's a turtle doing
Some
to you?
black mamba is in the bag along with 8 grasshoppers. Like, what?
It
makes no
motherfucking
sense.
turtles on this plane.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Japan has been testing out new roads that charge electric vehicles. So there's a city near Tokyo, and they're the first in Japan or in the world, really, to test wireless charging for EVs. So they put the chargers in front of the traffic lights, and there's a few companies involved with this, but it's being spearheaded by the University of Tokyo. So they pull up, and it essentially charges the car for 10 seconds, just rolling over these coils. And they get every kind of stop they make, they get about a little over a half-mile range from that.
Really?
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, pretty much our roads will just be all charged. We'll never have to recharge anything.
Yeah.
And
That's
no one
what-
will have cancer after that, right?
Yeah, nobody.
I think they have the ability, that they've had the ability for a
course.
long time to have free energy and get us around. But there's a lot of finances in the way of that,
Yeah,
Nick.
a lot of fat dudes that don't want to be skinny.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, after 6 years, there's a man who admitted to sexually gratifying himself with pool floats. And
Who hasn't done that?
he's now pleaded guilty to stealing dozens of pool floats. So this guy was.
Wait a minute. What kind of pool floats?
You want to know what kind of pool floats?
Yeah, I'm like trying to figure out how you pleasure yourself with it. Like them
noodles?
noodles.
What's
The noodle,
What's the noodle? That's what he's talking about.
No, it's not noodles. Because he was caught with them deflated in a bag. His name is Christopher Monin. He's 41. You want to see a picture of this guy?
Yeah, of course I do.
He
Matt.
looks exactly like
the guy that
pool
would bang a pool noodle.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see him. Look at that noodle fucker. Look at him right now.
Right.
That is a noodle fucker if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. So Florida prosecutors
Florida.
grabbed him. Of course, did I even have to say Florida?
No.
Yeah, Florida prosecutors grabbed him. He was fined $840. He had spent 8 months in the county jail before being released on bond. But they found him with 74 pool floats in his house.
Yeah. He only had 40 of them, but 30 of them gave
and
birth.
Nick, He didn't have a pool at his house. He reportedly told police that he sexually gratifies himself with the floats and does this instead of raping women.
Well,
So
Listen,
there's that.
well, there's always, when you think about
I'll
it.
give him my pool float for that.
Yeah, I
Just-
would too.
yeah.
Yeah. Stay off my daughter here. Have a call. You can we'll start a go float me fund for that guy.
I like it. I like
Go
that a
noodle
lot.
me. I can't imagine. I guess if you're a man and you're that sick or whatever the word is, and you see that thing floating in the pool and it's a pretty color, and then you think, I could fit. Maybe that's how it starts.
no judgment.
Yeah. Either that or can you imagine when you do it, you got to hold that thing up. So it's got to make you feel like you're the man once it's in.
Maybe, Mick. I don't know.
You guys are just going to leave me out here on this island? Is that how we're doing it, Matt?
They were, all,
Fine.
they were all deflated. That's the weirdest part.
He popped them.
Screwing a floppy plastic float.
Yeah. Whatever it takes, I'm in.
All right, that's it. That is the facts of Matt, Mick.
Wow, that was a quick one,
Yeah,
Matt.
yeah.
Good job, man. All right, joining us in the studio right now, a good friend, an old friend, and a new friend, Rich Davis. Good to see you, my
What's
friend.
going on? Good to
We're
be
going
here.
to talk about your
you, Mickey.
past in a second.
And Matt.
And Bruce Baldwin, how are you, Bruce?
Great to see you again, bud.
Great to see you, man. The name of the band is Kingdom in Flames. Now, Rich, I remember, God, I was about 17, probably 18, maybe 19, I don't know. And you were in a band called Mystic Force.
Yep. Hammerjacks days.
Yeah, and I'll tell you the show, though. This is wild. You won't believe I'm going to remember this. Was your brother in the band?
He was the sound guy.
Sound guy.
Yeah.
Was there a station wagon involved early days?
Could have been, yeah.
I think there was. Anyway, I became friends with Chris Lembeck, your drummer.
Right.
Like maybe the greatest drummer I've ever seen.
Drummer
in my
Mystic
life.
Force.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the drummer in Mystic Force. Chris and I became friends, and he goes to me one night, hey, you want to go to my show? Right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you can ride with me and whoever. We met at your house out
Okay.
in wherever that was.
Warren Road.
Yeah,
Yep.
Warren Road.
Yep.
Yep. And we went to the Rabbit's Foot in
Wow,
Frederick.
Wow.
And first time I ever saw your band, I forget who you opened for. You guys opened. That's
Okay.
how early it was. And I remember because I wasn't like a huge metal guy, right? And I just remember when you guys came on and I was like, oh my God, it was insane, man. And you guys were young
Yeah.
and so good, man. Like I've told Matt this 1,000 times. I'm not like the biggest metal guy, but you guys were insanely
Thank
good.
you. Yeah, it was
What was the name of the singer? And
Bobby Hicks.
Bobby, God, he
Yeah.
was so good.
Yeah,
he
he was.
passed away.
Yeah, he passed
And
away, so-
Keith Menzer sadly
Yep.
passed away as well a couple years ago.
Yep. And then our second replacement for Bobby,
I
Bill Wren, he passed away too.
Yeah, I'm
So-
not joining that band,
Yeah.
Rich. I'm just telling you.
So
If you guys reunite, do it at Ruck's funeral home.
Right, me and
Save
Chris.
some money.
Yeah, me and Chris call each other every week just to make sure everybody's still
Yeah,
alive.
Jesus, man.
Old man
Um,
walking.
Yeah, but Rich, you were one of those guitar player guys from way back that was just insanely good, shredder, all that stuff, and like always been so great. But you're like an original guy nut. Like you could have played in a million bands, and you
Yeah.
never cared about that.
Nah, I never wanted to do that.
Yeah, you just like writing what you write and doing what you do.
Well, Mystic Force had a lot going on.
Oh,
back
they
in the
were
day, man. I mean,
huge, man.
some of the bands I know you guys opened up for Pantera a couple times that
Yep.
I saw. Who else did you got?
I saw
Oh my
you
God,
open for
Fates Warning?
Fates Warning, Sabotage.
Yeah.
I mean,
Didn't
a
you
ton of
open?
I saw you guys with open up for Crimson Glory at,
Yep, couple
at
times.
Maxwell's
Yeah.
back in the day.
oh, I
man.
loved the Maxwell's.
Yeah.
Maxwell's was a cool.
Maxwell's show. Did you open up for Accept there? Not Accept.
Overkill. Though.
Overkill.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I
God, what a
remember that.
show that
I
was.
remember that
Holy
show
shit.
too.
You know how crazy this is. That like this will give you an idea of how like technically good you guys were. I watched that show. I was there, and because I'm friends with Chris, and he comes off, and I'm like, dude, that was amazing. And you and him are standing there, and you go, yeah, but that third song, man, you missed that one. And I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm like looking at you two, like, are you freaking serious? Like it was perfect. But you guys were like,
That's why they're so good, Nick.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Now, have you ever, Rich, in your life, been in a project that was not metal? Like, have you ever played
No,
music?
no.
You don't like any other music?
I mean, I do, but I'd rather it's not my style to play.
So,
I listen to it.
right? Okay, Rich Davis, you're driving around. You're not listening to metal. What's in your car? What are you and the missus driving around listening to?
Man alive.
Metal.
Metal.
Metal. Or you.
Yeah, or me.
Or you.
Yeah, right. Either way.
Sure.
But yeah, you've always been a metal guy.
Yeah, I've always been.
What was your first band where you went, holy shit, that's what I'm doing?
What was the first band that I saw?
Well,
That,
the guy that what made you pick up that guitar?
my brother played guitar. He was older than me. So
Is that what it was?
So when it was sitting on the chair and when
Yeah.
he was not playing it, I picked it up and started playing it. But
Now, in the beginning, was he better than you, or were you
Well,
better than him?
well, it didn't take long to get better than him. But
You
But
surpassed.
it was all that, the Iron Maiden, the Judas
Yeah,
Priest.
that was your
growing
stuff,
up, and-
right?
it
Yeah,
was
that's
my
what
stuff.
brought you up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I find this interesting. You married a lovely woman who I met at my comedy show.
Yep.
She's from England.
Yep.
What is her name?
Kez.
Kez. Beautiful, by the way.
Thank you so
well
much.
done, my friend.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know if there's a magazine or something you could show me
Yep.
where you get wives like that, but please. Yeah, exactly. And now you sent me a video a couple months ago of your new stuff. And the band's name now is Kingdom in Flames.
Yep.
You sent the video that looks like a $500,000 video shoot. I mean, it's the real deal.
It is the real deal.
So I have a question. I'm not being funny. I'm an old comedy guy. I don't follow music much anymore. Is there a market for those videos? Or
No.
Right. You guys just did it to be different,
Yeah.
right?
Well, it's not to be different. I think to be relevant with the bigger bands, you have to have
Yeah,
something
you got to
like
have that on
It-
social media for sure.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
really do anything for us, but it's,
Right,
it's
that
a,
was my
it's a- It's
question.
a necessary thing to have.
Yeah, I get it. Believe me. It's like when I see these comedy reels, I'm like, I don't feel like making 3-minute reels,
Yeah.
or 2-minute reels, but I get it.
Yeah.
So that's really all it is.
It's all it is.
Are there any plans this summer for the band?
Oh yeah, we're practicing to do our shows, so we're gonna
Yeah.
start bringing the album live and start playing it live. So
Nice.
that's this is the first time I've had a band to be able to play live in a while.
How
So,
long's it been since you've played live?
Probably 10 years, maybe.
Wow. So you really miss it, don't
I
you?
really
You
miss
love playing live.
I love playing live.
I used to like
That's what it's all about.
and you're good to watch live. Some guys are kind of boring, but they're great. You're entertaining and you're phenomenal.
Got to get my neck back in
Yeah,
shape.
yeah, dude. Take it easy though.
I am an older man.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say,
But don't say.
don't pull your prostate.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So July 11th, Record Theater. This is going to be the debut show for
This is
Kingdom
our
in
debut,
Flames.
yep.
Is that right?
Yes.
Is this also an album release show for you guys?
No, we already put the album out, but we are kind of we did. We haven't even said this yet, but we have it made on vinyl.
Yeah.
So we're going to hopefully have that by the show. So it's an hour-long album. So it's a double vinyl album. So
Yeah.
that's being manufactured now. So we'll have that. But this is our first debut show. So, and when, my buddy Paul Manna, that we all know from 24/7 Entertainment.
Sure.
Paul's the best. I'm trying
Paul-
to get you on this show too, you
I
bald bastard.
tried
Get
to
up
bring him
here.
down tonight.
Yeah.
But when he found out that had the new band and ready to play out, he actually called me up and actually chewed me out on the phone. He's like, "Rich, you owe me
Yeah, of course
this
you
show."
do. Right.
So,
That's great.
So-
And
That's awesome, man.
it's hard to find a better supporter than Paul Mann.
oh, I know.
Yeah.
That guy is one of the best music supporters this town has ever had.
Yes,
Ever. He's the best.
He is the best.
All right, Bruce, let me ask you. So Bruce Baldwin.
Yep.
How many bands have you first of all, how old are you?
Oh, I'm 44.
Okay. So have you played in other stuff before?
This is I played in original stuff a long time ago. It wasn't anything big. It was just a little acoustic thing. But
Sure.
this is my first full original project because he was coming around seeing us locally as the cover bands we were in, stuff like that. So that's why I know Chris and all them too.
Tripwire.
Yeah.
Tripwire. We were in studio with you a long
I
time
remember
ago.
now. As soon
And
as you said Tripwire.
We have
I'm
the
like, yeah.
Asian violinist.
Yes, I remember.
He couldn't be there that day, and he was like, "Can you guys just not make fun of me?" So we come in, and you're like, "Wait a minute, don't you have the Asian violinist?" And just went off. It was so freaking funny, and we're like cracking up so hard. You're like, "Oh, big fortune cookie! Oh, this is great rock band, one Asian violinist." And then I'm like, "Oh, my bass is in here either." He's like, "Oh, who cares about him? Let's go back to Eugene."
Yeah, exactly. So when did you decide you wanted to do this? Like, what made you decide I'm going to get into a serious metal band that's writing serious music, serious lyrics? Like, what made you, instead of having
This
just a
wasn't his
party-
decision.
Yeah, I'm
No,
about to say,
this is my decision.
Yeah,
this
gotcha.
guy right here, like I said, he was coming out and he was like, "Oh, just come out. We got a song I think you sound good on. We got a song." I'm like, "Okay." Show up. We killed the song one time. Like, I think it was
So
first night.
the song that Black Widow that the video
Yeah.
was on, the very first time he came to this recording studio, we were just planning on getting acclimated with the microphone,
Sure.
how the headphones are going to work. He sang the whole song. That was it. That first version is what you're hearing.
Let's take a listen, Matt. This is the name of the band is Kingdom in Flames. What's the name of the song?
Black Widow.
Yeah,
Black
tell us
Widow.
about this. Tell us a little bit about the song before we get into it here in the video.
Well, it's kind of a Jesus. I don't know.
Well, it's what it sounds like. I mean, it's like about a woman being a Black Widow. So in this,
Oh wait, let me guess. So like you love her, and then she makes you feel great, and then you have sex with her, and then she kills you. Yeah,
that was hard to figure out.
I've never heard this story before, guys.
I mean, in having Kez, it was just perfect.
Yeah.
You know, because she got.
Is she the vampire thing?
Yeah.
That's her.
She's the actress in it.
Wow.
Yep.
Now that you say that, yeah, totally.
So when we do this live, we're going to kind of do like a little Alice Cooper-ish shit.
Sure.
We're actually going to act this out on stage, and she's going to rip him open and pull his guts out while he's singing
Singing
the
good
song.
times.
So.
It's easy to sing without diaphragm. Who needs that?
Who needs that? Let's take a listen. This is Kingdom in Flames, and this is Black Widow here on Mickey Talk. Can we get the ugly? Can we get the noodle fucker off the screen?
He's the
Put
Black
the
Widow.
band on.
Wow. Look, I still think you guys should get that pool guy in the band.
Yeah,
The pool guy.
get the noodle guy in the band.
Can we?
That'll be the next video.
Yeah, Rich. I mean, the thing I told you, if you remember, I'm like, Rich, I don't know if I'm the best guy to like give you an opinion. I'm not a huge metal guy. I'm always so impressed with metal players because of the technicality of it and how musical it really is, even though it's insanely fast, hard, and heavy. It's real. It's insane.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and like listening to this though, like removed from it, it still grooves like hell, man. That's the thing that's cool.
Well, that's what Bruce is really the melodies that he has.
That's what I'm getting at.
So it was kind of like I'm really heavy, and then
there's a pop sense, not pop. It's not the right word. Like a more commercial sensibility to the metal lines.
Absolutely.
Over that crunch. It's just, what do you think, Matt? I don't know what you do. I don't know what I'm talking
think it's
about.
Great, man. I think it's ready to go for whatever you guys want to do this summer.
Yeah.
This is the first show, July 11th. And then what? I mean, do you guys have plans to do touring, or are you guys getting out of town?
Well, that is the goal.
Yeah.
You know, Matt, I've been holding this idea in, and this is the band to do it for me. I've always wanted to do the world's biggest mosh pit. And what it is I want to do it at Raven Stadium, put the band in the end zone. And I just want everyone that wants to show up. It's free. You just get on the field, the band plays, and anybody on the field, you mosh. Everybody else sits in the stands.
Yeah.
There's no innocent bystanders, and you're allowed to tap out anytime you want.
Who wants a free ass kicking?
Yeah, it's just a free ass kicking show. And we'll see how metal you are, you bastard. See how many songs you can make it
You
through.
can find me in that pit.
Not me. I'm going to be on stage with that.
Yeah.
Do you guys mosh? Do you guys still mosh, or is that out for you guys?
Now
too?
when me and Kez go to concerts, we always get in the pit.
Are you
And
serious?
she crowd surfs and does all that.
Wow.
Yeah, well, if you look like her, they take care of you.
Yeah.
If you and I go, they're going to boot stomp us to death.
Oh yeah, I'm done if I go in there now. I want to see the show and be able to live to get up out of bed the next day.
That's why we sit in the stands.
Well, that's why you
That's why
guys
we
are
stay on the
you guys are
stage.
going to bring us on for the show.
Yeah,
so.
are you going to be there, Matt? July 11th?
I think so. I
Yeah.
think so. Yes.
One of us will be there.
You'll be
We'll
there.
make it
Yeah,
work.
absolutely.
No doubt about it.
Good.
What time is the show?
It starts at 7.
Okay.
And-
Openers?
So we have FKNA,
Okay.
formerly known as.
Yeah.
They're a great band.
They're awesome.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
And then Silver Tongue.
Okay. How do I know
Silver
that?
Tongue has been.
Great band. Yeah, yeah.
Are they local?
They
Yeah,
are
well,
local. They've
yeah,
been around.
absolutely.
Well, are they? mean, they've been around forever.
Yeah.
Speed, the singer, they're
Okay. As soon as you said
They-
speed.
Dude, this is a solid lineup.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I wasn't 110 years old because I'd be in there having fun. Instead, I'm going to be in the back helping the T-shirt girl.
Right, there
That's
you
what
go.
I'll be good at.
Exactly.
Loading in T-shirts. Rich, let me ask you this. I mean, and I respect your love of metal and wanting to play what you play. Do you have a guilty pleasure though? Like if you could be in another band or play guitar for somebody that's not metal, is there anyone?
no.
Really?
I
You
could
just-
care less.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a good, great blues rock band? Not interested?
Hell no.
You don't like blues?
No, I don't.
Well, no, I mean, I don't
No,
think there's anything wrong with that if you don't. It's not your
no,
thing.
that'd be too boring for me.
Now, what if Iron Maiden called?
Oh, come on.
You would take that gig. Is it hard enough? Is it hard enough for you?
Was he insane?
Is my question.
I would take that in an absolute second.
Okay.
I don't care if it's hard or not, but at that point,
Yeah, it's Iron Maiden. Yeah. How about Metallica?
absolutely.
Do you like Metallica?
I love them. Yeah,
Did you hear yesterday? Did you hear the show?
I did. I saw clips of it.
Did you hear when we played the band that or Dave Mustaine said that they
Yeah,
ripped
that-
off Enter Sandman?
yeah.
Have
Oh,
you
yeah.
heard that?
No, is it really this exactly the
Dude,
same?
I mean, I'll explain it in musical terms. If say that riff has 14 notes, 11 of them are identical.
oh wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you hear it, you go, I hear it.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
little
it's
more
weird.
than derivative.
Yeah,
It's
There's
like-
a
I
lot of
think
songs
so.
like that.
yeah.
yeah.
Look at Zeppelin.
And I love Metallica.
We talked
I'm a
about
huge
Zeppelin
fan.
yesterday, and yeah, you know how I feel about Metallica. I told you, I would prefer Wrathchild America over Metallica.
Oh, wow, there you
Love me
go,
some
Wrathchild.
Wrathchild too. They need to do the reunion.
Dude,
Yeah.
I've tried to beg Steel.
See, Rothschild was my idol
Yeah, me-
growing
yeah.
up. That was my for the Baltimore scene. Who
Your
we
kicks.
wanted
They
to
were
be.
your
They were
kicks.
our kicks.
I dig that, man.
Yeah.
And you did a hell of a job. Because I remember Shannon Larkin one time at Hammerjacks, we were talking in the office and they played, but you guys were on the schedule,
Okay.
like on the calendar.
Right.
And Shannon was in the back office, like looking at Maryland musician. And it's just him and I think one other dude was in the room. And Shannon was like, oh, Mystic Force is coming. Those guys are great.
Well,
Well, I think
him
they
and
opened
Chris,
up,
they
right?
had an equal
They had an
admiration.
yeah. I
Did
think
you guys
he's,
play with them? I swear I thought you guys opened for Wrathchild.
We did.
So,
It was
yeah.
we a couple times.
Yeah, I
It
remember
was,
seeing
it was actually us, Pantera, and then Wrathchild.
right.
So Pantera opened up for Wrathchild too.
I was going to tell you a story. I don't know how you feel
That's
about
incredible that Pantera opened for you guys. First of all, that's
No,
amazing,
they didn't
right?
open for us.
it. They opened for
they
they were
Wrathchild.
first, then Pantera.
Then
Right.
Wrathchild.
How'd you like to have been there that night?
Oh, it was
Yeah.
Dude.
fucking insane.
Yeah, that's incredible. Incredible. Do you still get the rush? Like when you wake up in the morning and it's show day. I know it's been 10 years. I shouldn't.
Oh, I'm gonna be a fucking.
You're going to be a
wreck.
nut,
gonna
right?
be
He's
a
already
wreck.
nuts.
Now, are you, and this, I get it. So don't feel like I'm putting you in a bad spot here. Are you the music director of the band? Are you the musical guy? Like we're going
No,
to
I think we're all.
you do it as a band.
Uh,
It's him.
it's me.
full- he's full of
I'm
shit.
trying to be politically correct.
Yeah. No, this is the music guy. He's driving the band. He drives
Right.
the band in every aspect there is.
Right,
I
right.
mean, everything. So, I mean, the only thing is like Steve Schaefer, he does a lot of the melodies and
That's
stuff
right.
too.
Steve
Yeah,
Schaefer's
Steve,
in the another great
Yeah.
player. I forgot Steve's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us the full lineup.
So we got Donnie Rush, who was the bass player in FKNA
Yep.
for a while, and a bunch of other bands. We got Ashley McAbee's the drummer out of Frederick.
By
He's-
the
he's
way,
a
I don't
female.
know him, but I heard that song. That kid is a freak in
He can-
nature.
he can-
Not a kid, but
He plays everything. He can play the guitar as good as me,
Right.
sing better than me, and
what the hell do we need
Well,
him
I was
for?
saying, why are you in the band?
Steve Schaefer,
Yeah.
who's also in Doc Martin and the Flannels,
Yeah.
and then of course Bruce from Tripwire, and then me from
This guy.
nobody.
So as the guy, I mean, for whatever it's worth, the music director, we'll call it. Are there times where you guys are writing or you're putting together a thing and you just know in your head, this isn't going to work for us? Do you have those moments when you guys are ripping or is it you figure out a way while you're doing it?
Well, with working with like Ashley on the drums and with all of us, it's a puzzle we put together.
Right.
So, it might start off questionable, but then once everybody puts their
Yeah.
2 cents in, it just works out.
Here's what always killed me about the metal guys that I never thought they got credit for. So like if you're in a band, you're in a rock band, right? There's 3 parts to a song. You learn those 3 parts, then you learn the order that you play them in. Pretty
That's it.
much it,
Done.
right?
Done.
Metal songs, there's like 9 parts to the verse.
Oh, and they're all like
kind of
5,
metal-
6, 4, 4, 3, 3.
Yeah, kind of metal that
yeah.
they play.
It's
anyway.
like, no, that's what I'm saying. You're in one time signature, then the song changes. You're in a third of that.
Yeah.
The riff is still over top of that. It's like, it's like classical music for freaks. That's what I always thought that your kind of metal is. It's like classical music. Would you agree? Or
Well, there's a lot of math involved, I guess. You know, the timing.
There's
and
a ton, yeah.
It's
Do you
prog.
like
do you guys consider yourselves prog? Would you be?
I think we're proud.
Yeah.
do you
sure.
Do you enjoy the odd times and all that?
Yeah.
Like the sevens and all that? You like
See,
it?
that feels normal.
Sometimes. As
The
a vocalist,
playing up
holy
on the beat
shit.
and down
Yeah.
on the beat, that's normal to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, this
If
guy's
we
a
stayed on the
savage.
beat the whole time, I would get so bored with it.
That's fascinating. See, that kind of musicianship to me, and I'm not kissing your ass, but when you get to that level and enjoy it, that's a little bit, you're in a different level. That's a little bit of a savant thing.
But there's a fine line between getting too technical where you lose everybody.
Right.
You know, not
Yeah,
the normal
yeah.
person will
Other
get it
than
because
the
it's over the
musicians.
top. And plus, you know, the bands that I listen to, and like, it's like anything. There's levels of how, you know, good of a guitar player. I mean, we're nothing compared to some of the technical stuff
Yeah,
out
who
there.
gives a shit about that? I'm just talking about, like, as a guy, me sitting there watching it, knowing just enough about music to be like, all right, well, my foot's off beat, but they're on, you know, and the time signature just changed in the middle of a song.
We don't do that too much on this album. It kind of
yeah,
it's not,
kind of
it's not-
flows.
no, it's
we
not-
we
it's not-
tried to
it's not
calm
too
down
bad.
a little bit for this album. This album, you know, it's heavy, but it's you know,
it's melodic,
it's melodic.
as hell, man.
Yeah.
That's the thing that carried me. Like some metal, like I don't even know what you call it. Those guys are just like whatever that. I'm just tuned out. One song in, I'm like, yeah, I'm done.
No, that's what's weird is like when I first came in, I think we were going more that direction,
That was the intent.
and then it just
Yeah, don't
evolved.
fucking go that direction
No,
because
no,
I'm out.
No,
I'm out.
we honestly were thinking it was going to be more of a heavier album, but then we heard him sing. You know, it's like it just took where we wanted to be to
another level.
Yeah, we're like, oh my god.
Yeah, I heard some early stuff from you. I think you sent me a long time ago. That was a lot heavier than
that
this
was my original stuff.
Yeah.
So that was with me.
Is there too
screaming.
heavy for you?
Oh yes.
Even
Oh,
there's
yeah.
like,
Oh,
who's too heavy for you? Is Slayer too heavy for you? Or
no,
too thrash?
No, I love Slayer.
Do
We're
you
talking
really?
about Lawnmower Death and Cannibal Corpse, right?
That's
Yeah.
pushing it. And
Yeah,
I just saw.
See, I don't
I was
even
saying,
know.
didn't you
And I
see
just-
Chemical Corpse?
And I just saw them not that long ago.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that's
that's-
on the edge of
Yeah, of all that.
fun to watch. But
Yeah, I don't even think it's fun to watch. I'm like 2 songs in. I'm like, yes, someone's gonna get murdered.
and no clue what they're saying. But
None.
I'm not a lyric guy. I mean, I could care less what he's singing.
Are you
honestly.
serious?
I'm all about the melody, the tone of his voice.
Oh yeah, me and Steve just get together and we're just like, we'll work on it. He's like, yeah, that
And I'm-
sounds good.
So
It-
lyrically, you
I
don't
don't-
care the story they tell. You don't have
Not
a story
really.
in mind when you write.
Nope.
Wow, that's see, to me, this is the stuff about bands that I think is fascinating because, like, when you create any kind of art, usually the artist, the main guy, needs to be involved in it. It takes a lot for somebody to go, yeah, here, take my song and then go write a melody and words
That's
to it.
exactly how it is.
That what a gift
and
to a
that's-
band.
Well, it's the gift is that I can
Do
trust that I can
Yeah,
trust
you're right.
them to be like, here. I just took me so long to put together the ideas, going back and forth with
Yeah.
Ashley and everything, and then by the time they're done with it, it's like holy shit.
Yeah.
I would have never ever hummed that melody to that rhythm.
Now, are you cognizant when you first listen to it of being like, all right, I can't look like I hate it even if I do? Or are you like, no, guys, I don't like this at all?
I've never had to.
You've never turned anything they've done down.
Nope. Well, we recorded
No,
all
we're
together. I
yeah, I
record
would
them.
say we're sitting there. It's pretty honest, actually. We're like, especially me and him, like, or even Steve. Like, if we lay something down. I'm like, nah, let's try something else. Try something else. We'll keep trying something until we find something we think we like.
Yeah.
So
And I
you-
say think we like because we do something. I go home. We come back the next week. He's like, yeah, remember that thing we did last week? Yeah, let's scrap all that. Let's do it again.
Wow.
Well, there are some things, but I'm the one who I record.
You
Ashley,
produce it.
Well, Ashley produces it with me. Ashley has a studio, and he does the drums, and he did the mixing and mastering.
Yeah.
He did-
Wow.
But I track all the guitars, the bass guitar, and I track the vocals.
Wow.
So I know enough to get
Through it.
get in trouble.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just enough to get in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, the recording, the whole thing is weird to me because like I've never actually in a real recording like session.
Yeah.
So like Ashley, he's awesome. I didn't meet him until the record was finished.
You're singing over
I've
all these songs that
never-
he played on and
Yeah,
never met him.
I'd never met him in my life.
That's
Wow.
a trip, man.
We
Wow.
got together for a photo session. That's where I met him the first time. I was like, this is so
And
freaking weird.
we never practiced till way after the album
Yeah.
was done.
Really?
We never practiced till after the CD was out.
Yeah.
What's funny, you hear
As a
about
band,
all
I'm
these
sorry.
bands that record their music and they're not even in the same continent. That they're,
Yeah, but they
don't
know
even
each other.
But they know each other. That's right. Yeah.
Do you like so when you have an idea for a song, Rich, do you just go in the studio and start recording your guitar parts?
Yeah.
Is that where you start?
Yeah.
You record and then you'll send it to a drummer, I guess.
Yeah,
or-
I just pick a BPM, a
Yeah.
tempo, and then a tuning, which we had that set.
Yeah.
And then I'll just track like 12 different rhythms, and then we'll listen to it. And I like that one. And then we piece them together in Pro Tools, and then I send it to Ashley, the drummer, and then he does his magic with the drums, and then pieces it together. It's all on, it's computerized.
No,
so
I
you
get
have
it.
if you record everything to a click,
Yeah, I get it.
you can
You
do
can
all
do
this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And then when everything's together, and then
Well, luckily for you, you've always played with drummers that are like drum machines
yeah,
anyway.
I've been so
You've been
blessed with that.
so blessed, dude. I mean, if I could just say, Chris Lembeck, do you know Chris?
Oh, of course.
Of course
Yeah.
he does. Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about Chris is how nice he is.
Yeah.
Like when you're
It's really
that good,
obnoxious, isn't it?
when you're that good, there should be a little bit of a dick vibe to you.
No way.
Yeah.
Him, John Tamakis, like these great players, you meet them and they're like the most humble, nice dudes.
Yeah.
It's
Every time you see Chris play, if you see him after the set, you would think he had the worst
set of his life.
life.
Yeah, he missed one hi-hat hit and the night's ruined. But that's like that. I mean, but that goes to
That's why he's great.
but metal bands, and there are other genres like this, but metal especially when it's really good, like the prog kind of thing. It's another level of songwriting, musicianship, talent, technique. You're not watching, like you say, a party band. These are 4 scientists,
Yeah.
5 scientists, all doing an experiment at the same time. It's highly complicated, insanely. It's amazing
And
to watch.
these band practices are getting pretty hardcore, but we are really sounding awesome now.
It's cinching up. It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Are you to the point where you can run through the whole set without a
Oh,
mistake?
we've been doing that for
Without a
month and half.
mistake?
Without a mistake? Oh no. I don't know about that.
Especially if vodka's flowing.
Yeah.
So how many songs will that set be, you think?
We're gonna play the entire album,
Which
11
is
songs.
11 songs. It's just the album. That's all you're
Yep.
playing?
So-
Not a cover tribute or
No,
nothing?
no,
Okay.
hell no.
Listen to Rich. Not on your
No,
deathbed. Yeah. So, Rich, if I put a band together one night
Okay.
and you're in the crowd and I ask you to come up and play, you're not going to do it?
I wouldn't know one cover song to play. What would I
If
play?
I told you 3 chords to play over and over, could you do it?
He could.
I could. I'm sure.
Take my
Doesn't wanna be
approach.
a cover band.
Right.
My approach is I get drunk, I just hand the microphone and walk away.
Right. And he's done that before.
Now, is there a young audience for metal still?
Yeah.
That's a legit question.
No,
I
we
think.
go.
course,
We,
yeah.
we go. I go to a lot of shows at like soundstage and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And that's because that's mainly where the metal bands come through.
Yeah.
And it is a lot of young kids.
They're getting into
Yeah,
it again.
yeah.
You know, there's a
And they all got the black t-shirts with the denim vest with the
Yeah,
patches. And
yeah.
these are young kids. And
yeah, and you're going home and checking your closet,
Yeah.
make sure they didn't rob you. No, I think that's awesome though, man, because there was a good 10, 15-year run. Kids didn't give a shit about
No.
guitars, but I do think it's changing again.
I think it is too.
Yeah, I think it's awesome, man. I'm excited to see that show. I really am.
Good.
Because it's so good, man. And if you're a metal fan, check out Kingdom in Flames. Are you on social media under that name?
Yeah, we what's kingdominflamesband.com.
Yep.
So you can go to our website.
Kingdominflames.com.
Band.com.
Band,
We
I'm
got
sorry.
it in our description.
Oh,
for
nice.
the video
Okay,
as
cool.
well.
And it's July 11th, Record Theater. Tickets on sale now.
The Wrecker.
The Record. I'm sorry, I said the Record Theater. I apologize. I'm old.
I must say.
I didn't
Anyway,
update my. Oh yeah,
I didn't even notice either.
I checked this out. So we got 2 tickets to that show, Matt, that we're going to give away.
Well, we'll do 4. We'll do two tickets for
All
each
right.
winner.
First 2 people to text us at 443 626-7111. The first 2 people to text us, text the words Kingdom in Flames. Text us to that number, and you
We'll
will
get you
win
on
a
that
pair of
VIP
tickets.
guest list.
Yeah, we'll get you on that guest list. And, whatever else the band does that night, you'll be included.
After
If
party.
they have an orgy or something afterwards, you guys get to come.
Yeah, so we are pushing. We're doing a VIP thing with this. So it's come with a T-shirt, a lanyard, a poster, and then early access to the show, and then access to the after party.
Wow, you
Wow.
guys are doing it right. That's
So that
amazing.
We're doing an after
Do our
party
2
outside.
winners get all that? Do our 2 winners get all that or no? I don't know.
No, they get
Okay.
they'll get into
They
the
get
show.
into the show. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Now listen, if the first 2 people, 443-626-7111. Look, we got one. Let's see who this is. Kingdom in Flames. So somebody's a winner. I'm going to find out who it is right now. And guess what, Matt? We know for a fact this phone works now. So
That's all we can ask for.
that's it. You guys, July 11th, Record Theater, or Record, the
The
Record.
Wrecker.
God, I got to
Right.
get this right. I apologize. We have our first winner. How long's the show start to finish, you think? Openers?
It'll probably go till 12:30.
Okay, cool.
And then the after party starts right away outside,
Just out back?
out back. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, awesome, man. Matt, we got it.
So we're going to have a lot of local friends with all the local bands like Doc Martin guys, the Tripwire guys, the Surreal guys. All
Awesome.
all my friends and bands are
Yeah.
now going to, since I'm always watching them.
It's about
They're-
time
they
they come
come-
out and pay you back.
Yeah,
And I believe me, I want to be there with bells on because
Good.
you've been out to see me.
good. Because people are going to want to, have a chance to talk to you too.
Oh, who the
And
hell
Matt.
cares about me? By the way, our first winner, Lexi Thompson.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you,
All right,
Lexi.
Lexi.
You have
All right.
won 2 tickets to the Wrecker to see Kingdom in Flames July 11th. Lexi, I will text you how to get your tickets at the door. So, Rich and Bruce, Kingdom in Flames. I wanted to talk to you about some other music stuff, Rich, but I could tell you're not interested because you don't like other music. Bruce, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
You're 9 years old, you're home, your parents aren't there, and you get to blast whatever album you want. What was it at 9?
Back at 9,
Yeah.
I remember my first cassette was Def Leppard's Hysteria. That's my
All right. I can't argue that.
that
Go
I
ahead.
own myself anyway. Like,
All right.
I mean, I grew up with the older stuff, my dad and stuff, but it was that. I mean, back then, I guess it was Poison and
Yeah.
Skid Row and
All the stuff Rich loved.
yeah.
Yeah.
That Poison.
But Skid Row, I
We
think.
played with Poison and Hammerjack.
I know that for a fact. Yep.
Yeah, 18 Light was one of the first songs I ever learned every word
So
to.
you came up with like the hard rock,
Yeah.
radio rock stuff that you know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I used to headbang with my sister back then. It was the old denim and mullets and stuff, man.
Yeah.
That was me. I was like right with those guys. So that's why I grew up listening to.
What else were you gonna do in Balmer, man?
Yeah.
That's all you
know?
can do,
Yeah.
isn't it? I think
Yeah.
it's the law.
Yeah.
If you're in a band, you got to do it.
Right.
Rich, Bruce, anything else you guys want to share with us, man?
No,
No,
man.
but thank you for having us on
Of
here, guys.
course,
This is
dude.
so much fun.
Can you
is
guys
awesome.
find your way out of here, or do you
I
need
don't
us?
know.
I'll lead the old man out of here. Don't you worry about it.
Well, guys, listen, July 11th at the Wrecker, going to be amazing. I'm going to do everything I can to be there, and Matt will be there. Come on out. Check out Kingdom in Flames. Rich, Bruce, thank you
Thank
guys
you.
so
Thank you.
much,
Thanks,
man.
brother.
I
Thank you,
really
Ricky.
appreciate it. You want to take some popcorn for the road?
Yes.
Are you good?
Yep.
Grab some. Grab some.
I'm sorry, I've
Grab,
been eating it the whole
grab a
time.
handful,
So.
boys. Get in there.
Ah,
Get in
dinner.
there. All right. Thanks, guys. We're going to continue on. You guys know where the hell you're going. Get the hell out
All
of here.
right.
Later, guys.
Thank you guys
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank
We'll
you.
talk to you soon. All right. So, Matt, oh, you know what? Hold on. We didn't do the music minute yet, did we?
No.
Let's torture Rich
All right.
and make him listen to other pop music that he'll hate. You guys mind sticking around for
No,
it?
I want to
Only
see
if you
this.
could turn these headphones off.
Yeah. We don't really play much, so you'll be fine. All right, let's do Matt's Music Minute, brought to us by Natalie's Seafood Kitchen. It is Falston and Hartford County's best new restaurant, 2315 Bel Air Road. A big announcement coming about them. Had a little meeting today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the details aren't there, but something really cool. For real.
All right.
I'll tell you about it in
All
a
right.
minute. What's this weekend at Natalie's? We got Risky Shenanigans on Friday, Jexa on Saturday, and Road Duck Sunday. And of course, tonight, Cooper and Skylar, duo, incredible. Scott and Steph, amazing. That's Scott Spivey and Stephanie Bowen, amazing. And then Drew Scott duo tomorrow. Natalie's Seafood Kitchen. Check them out. It is amazing. Let's do Matt's Music Minute.
All right. We all know that Ozzy's last show coming up with Black Sabbath. That's going to be on July 5th in his hometown of Birmingham. The lineup for that show is just unbelievable. It's got to be the ultimate metal show. Everybody kind of paying tribute to the Godfather. But he's going to be making one more public appearance at Comic-Con days after his retirement gig.
Yeah.
Ozzy and his family will appear at the Birmingham edition Comic-Con Midlands just the day after the Black Sabbath singer's farewell show. Ozzy will be there along with Sharon, daughter Kelly, and son Jack. They're going to do signings, photo ops, and it's going to take place at the National Exhibition Center July 12th and 13th. And tickets, pretty steep, 156 pounds for a day.
It's about two and a quarter, I think.
Yeah, 238 pounds for the entire weekend, but might be worth it if you're the ultimate Ozzy fan, the last chance to see him.
Rich, where do you sit with Ozzy?
I love him.
You do, right?
I'm going to miss him when he retires.
Yeah, but here's the thing I really admire most about Ozzy. They tried, and I mean they tried, to turn him into Kiss or just the most commercial sort of. He never gave a shit.
What do you mean with his
with
TV
the TV
show?
shows? They just
that was groundbreaking, by the way.
Yeah,
no question.
That show started
reality
TV.
it did.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
But my point is, metalheads, the guy like the Sabbath lovers, the thing they always loved about Ozzy was how kind of anti-commercial he was. They took the most anti-commercial musician there was and made him the most lovable rock star that ever lived.
And
that's why
a lot of people, happened with Alice Cooper.
Yeah, but Alice Cooper, I still don't. I love Alice Cooper. What a groundbreaking, brilliant.
He wasn't snorting ants and licking up piss, though.
Right. That's,
He was just as scary to parents back in
yeah,
his day.
but Ozzy was a legit drug addict, alcoholic. Alice Cooper was a straight edge. I mean, he didn't drink. He didn't do drugs.
He didn't?
Nothing.
Really?
No.
I could have
You
sworn
never
there
heard
were
that?
concert crews all passed out on the stage.
No.
You sure about that?
Alice Cooper, as far as I know,
Okay.
was always clean and sober, or got clean very early.
Yeah,
I could be wrong, but I thought. But Ozzy was drunk on that show. Like I thought that show was awesome, and
It was a great show.
I'm not the biggest Sabbath fan. I like 4 or 5 Sabbath songs. A lot of it's dark for me, but goddamn, is he like the most authentic? Like him, Keith Richards, Johnny Cash, dudes that just never gave a flying fuck what anyone thought. I just dig it. And do you feel that way about Ozzy, Matt?
Of course. Yeah. But you're right. He did. I mean, I think it happens with a lot of those guys. All of a sudden he becomes, like watching Leave It to Beaver. Right. It's like, it's Ozzy. But years ago, it was like the PMRC was like,
oh my God.
Take him down.
He was public enemy number one through the 80s, man.
Right.
He was the worst of the worst.
Sure.
I love Ozzy. I do.
So Creed's Mark Tremonti will be making his Belmont Stakes debut. And the tune he's singing is New York, New York. Grammy award-winning musician Mark Tremonti will headline the entertainment lineup on the Belmont Stakes stage at the Saratoga Racecourse. He'll perform New York, New York before the running of the Belmont Stakes on Saturday with members of his band also performing trackside orchestral sets during the afternoon.
He is awesome.
Oh, my God.
Tremonti is awesome.
So I got to meet him years ago when Creed broke up. He came, I forget the name of the band.
Bridge.
Yeah, Alter Bridge. Thank you.
I love him.
And met him. And we ended up talking about Larry the Cable Guy the whole time because they lived near each other in Florida and they became friends. And Mark played on a song with Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh, that's fun.
But let me ask you, as a guitar player, do you think he's a great player?
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah.
He's super talented.
Interesting to hear you say that. Yeah.
Because he's awesome.
He's a phenomenal guitar player. I like Mark Tremonti. Cool dude, man.
Yeah. He's a really solid singer, too.
Yeah, he is. There's a question. Say they came to you and said, Rich, we want you to play the Star Spangled Banner at the Preakness, just on guitar. Would you do that, kid?
Sure.
You would do that?
Yeah.
Matt, this is what I got a great enough. You know how I have all these million ideas.
Yeah.
A live show one time we do. We're going to have Rich come out.
If we could just follow through on one of them, man.
Yeah, all we need to do is one of these great ideas. But you come out and open up the show with the Star Spangled Banner.
You got it.
Hell yeah, dude. I've always wanted to have a show open like that.
Yeah. That'd be
Damn
amazing.
right. This
Plus,
is
I
awesome.
want to hear Rich play something he didn't write himself.
Yeah, you're going to be able to do it, Rich, or you got to write a new one? You're going to have to write a new anthem
Oh, my
for
cheat
us?
sheet.
Well, we might get up there, and Rich may Rickroll us. That leads into the next story here. Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up just passed 1 billion Spotify streams.
Wow.
A billion?
yeah.
Never gonna give you up. That one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll never forget the first time I saw that guy. I thought it was
Little
a
odd.
joke.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was like an actor playing for the singer.
Yeah.
And then I
That
saw him,
old voice, that
Yeah.
soulful voice.
that
comes
old black soul
Yeah.
man and this little ginger white
Yeah.
dude
And
just
those dance
crushing
moves,
it.
man. Those
Oh,
dance moves.
God, he was like
you know?
the whitest dude there
Yeah.
could be with
Yeah.
that voice. It was
Yep.
awesome.
That was his 1987 song, Never Gonna Give You Up. 1 billion streams on Spotify 38 years after the song debuted.
Wow.
And
The feat is even more noteworthy given that the song was released more than 20 years before Spotify even launched.
that's crazy.
Wow.
And if you think about 1 billion streams, he's had to have done that. He's had to make $80, $90 on a whole stream.
At 0.0002 cents.
I'm sure old Rick's doing all right. The tune reached a new generation in later years thanks to the Rick rolling phenomenon,
Yeah.
which went viral in 2007. So if you don't know what that is, it's if you've managed to avoid this, Rick rolling is the joke played online where unsuspecting folks who click on a hyperlink about anything unrelated to Astley, only to be taken to the music video for the song.
It's
Wow.
the best. It's happened to me 20 times. I
Yeah.
laugh every time. Hey, Matt, let me ask you a question. Did he write that song?
That is a good question.
Because I
let's
have
look
a
it up.
feeling he
Yeah.
might have been a pop. You keep doing your work. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But can you imagine the guy that like wrote that song? Nobody knows his name, and he's probably worth $100 million off of
I
it.
hope Rick wrote the song now, man.
Yeah.
Not me. I hope it was some fat black guy that never had to do nothing. Some little white ginger went out there and made him $1 billion. So it's called what? Never Gonna Give You Up.
Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley.
Yeah.
Let's see who originally wrote that song.
I'm gonna find out in 1 second. You know my new line with people whenever they ask me a question, I always say, if only there was a device that we do. You really? I think Jim McFall from Crushing Day said it to me first, and I laughed so hard. Now I use it all the time. It was recorded by Rick Astley, written by Stock Waterman.
Oh, dang it, man.
Ah,
That's the
really?
whitest guy ever.
Let me double check this just to make sure. Here we go.
Let's look at Stock's net worth.
Stock. I can't. I'm so old. Something weird middle name. Waterman. Wow. You ever heard of that guy?
I'm disappointed now, man.
I'm not.
Wow.
I think it's better.
You
I don't
do?
even want to look Stock's
You
picture
don't want
up.
Rick Astley with those smooth moves to make all that money?
No, I
Come
don't.
on,
I
man.
don't. No, of course that would be awesome, but I mean,
I hope they're both wealthy. He got some points on that song, I'm sure.
well,
I'm sure. Yeah.
we're going to look up Stock right now. Well, Stock Aitken Waterman was in a band called, I don't know, 80s through the early 90s. He was in a trio that looks like the gayest band ever formed.
Yeah,
Right?
that's about right.
Yeah.
Hold it
Can
to
you
the
see
camera.
it? Yeah. I don't mean gay in a bad way. I'm just saying they look
Happy.
very happy.
Extremely.
Yeah, exactly. They had a song called Neon Nights,
Ooh.
but that guy apparently wrote that song.
Did
And
he write the Black
I was
Sabbath
gonna
song?
say-
yeah,
Yeah.
they wrote Fairies Wear Boots as well.
Ba-dum-bum.
All right. Well, George Strait gave a military veteran a new home.
Oh, that's
He
amazing.
continues to give back through his partnership with the Military Warrior Support Foundation. At a recent show in Pittsburgh, George surprised the military veteran on stage by giving him a new house. The home
Wow.
went to Sergeant Derek Austin, who was a Purple Heart recipient who was severely injured in combat in Afghanistan. He is giving away some houses here.
Is this
He's-
Trace Atkins? Is
Oh,
that who you said?
This is George Strait.
I'm sorry, George Strait.
This is the 124th house George has helped give away.
Now-
That's $61 million worth.
It's incredible.
That's awesome.
It really is.
And I don't know if people know this or not, but George Strait in Texas is like Queen Elizabeth in England. I mean, he is their hero. I don't know enough about country. I know enough about country like I do metal. I know the important people and that it's not my cup of tea all the time, but every now and then I like a good country song.
Yeah.
But I do know that George Strait is the man, apparently.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, I don't know nothing.
Yeah, good dude.
He can
man.
give me
it
a house.
back.
Yeah. Hey, if I got like that kind of George Strait money, I would do shit like that. Just pull into a city and give a house away.
I think that would be fun.
I mean, those guys got to be making if you're a band that big, you got to make $1 million a show, probably, right?
I would think.
Yeah. So say you only make
At least, depending on the show.
say
yeah.
you make $850 and you buy somebody $150,000 house, some kid, out of college, a
You're
young
paying a lot
mother.
of people at that point too, though.
Yeah.
With that $1 million a show.
Yeah, but what you do is you put jars out and say what you're doing, and
Yeah.
people will donate as much.
Of course.
People are insanely gracious, man.
Yeah.
Insanely. We're getting ready to put a tip jar for us on every corner in Baltimore and just throw your change in and collect it up.
You mean we're going to be standing on the corner?
Yeah, we'll be
the,
with the sign. Mickey
Yeah.
talks for money.
I don't know. Somehow you're going to wind up owing money after that.
Yeah, of course we will. Always works out that way.
All right, that's Matt's Music Minute.
Thank you. All right, gentlemen, listen. July 11th at the Wrecker, Kingdom in Flames. Tickets are on sale now, right?
They are
KingdomInFlamesBand.com.
.com. Or get them at the Wrecker on from their website.
Go to Wrecker and
Yep.
get it there. All right, go to the Wrecker, get tickets to the show. If you are a music fan, if you like great musicians, you're a metal fan, I promise you this is as good as it gets. For real. Like, it's amazing. And do yourself a favor. Gents, great to see you. Rich,
Great to see
Bruce,
you.
thanks for doing it, man. We appreciate it. All 80 people watching this. Or no, I'm kidding,
Yeah.
man. No, it's been great for us. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bruce,
guys.
get him the hell out of here.
Thank you, boys.
Thank you, Matt. We're gonna continue on just for a couple minutes. I'll tell you now because I'm excited. I think I'm doing a big comedy show up at Natalie's, but they have a huge. Where do you see this? I didn't even realize it. Huge, like, hall. It's beautiful.
You mean
Like a
inside the
catering.
restaurant area?
Well, it's like another building, but
Okay.
it's not part of the. I can't really explain it
Yeah.
properly, but it's like a whole. It's as big as the other one.
What are they doing in there now? Bands?
Catering.
Catering.
And I had
Okay.
no idea like to what level. It is beautiful. Evolved Catering is, that's the same people, but it's amazing what they're doing. Incredible.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a comedy show up there in August.
Nice.
Really excited.
Yeah. We're up there every Friday anyway, so you have to
Yeah.
show me the space.
It's going to be
but August. Huh?
It's amazing. Yep. He's going to say goodbye to everybody. Rich, Bruce, thanks, guys, man. Good to see you. Take care.
We're going to go watch a flick.
Yeah. Go into any movie theater you want, man. I'll see you guys. Be careful. Thanks again. It's just wild. Like that hall they have up there. And you got to do a Hypnotist show up there, dude.
You think?
Yes. It's incredible. I mean, I would get married in this room. I would get married in it. It's that nice.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean,
how many people does the room hold?
well, he said that they could seat 30 10-top tables. That's 300 people.
Yeah.
And maybe more. I don't know how it works.
That's great.
Yeah. So that big show's coming up. Really excited about it. It's going to be fun.
That is going to be fun. You know who's going to be on the show with you yet?
No, I don't. I just kind of put it together today
Yeah.
with them up there. And I can't believe Friday when we go up, I'll walk you in.
Yeah.
Dude, you're going to be like, oh my God.
I
when
mean,
you see it.
that place is even better than we thought. I mean, it's got that beautiful outdoor deck. They got a beautiful restaurant inside, and now they've got a great performance area and catering area.
And I got to tell you something else. Listen, this is more of a statement for Harford County.
Yeah.
They're doing a phenomenal job. And I hope the dickhead politicians up there don't screw it up, right? Because there is a little bit of an old boy network up there in Harford County. Like, we like things the way they was, right?
Yeah.
424 was around and stuff. So there's still that old money up there that done. But I'm telling you now, Harford County is like the city used to be. There's fucking 25 incredible restaurants. I mean, you got Looney's, you got Falston Barrel House, you got the Tower was now, I think it's the Tower, but now being run by the Giovanni's family. Did you ever go to Giovanni's restaurant on Route 40?
Oh yeah.
They're now at the Tower running that. Like it's just there's so many great spots up there. There's so many. There's 8-something-12 or 8-something Maine, like a number Maine. Great restaurant. It's an incredible part of town right now. And Natalie's just taking it over the top, I think. So no matter where you are, drive up and experience it, because it's really becoming fun up there. And I'm excited, man.
Yeah, come see us this Friday.
Yeah, just come up.
5:00.
Make a reservation to go to Natalie's.
Yeah, good call.
Dude, 4-hour wait.
That's
They told
something
us.
I didn't do on Friday.
No, I mean, we got done it. This is the crazy part. Right before the show started, 5:05. I went to Kristen, their manager, and I said, "Hey, Kristen, Matt and his wife and daughter, were your parents coming up too? I forget."
They'll probably be up this week.
Yeah.
Actually.
So I said they're coming for dinner, and she gets this panicked look, and she's like, I just went in the catering hall and got 3 extra tables. We don't have any more room.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, we won't be done till about 6:37. She goes, we're on a 4-hour wait now.
Yeah, good for them. That's amazing.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I felt bad for you, though. Beautiful wife and beautiful daughter.
That's all right.
We got a good
dinner. And and we'll be up there this week.
Cool,
with
man.
Reservations. So.
And by the way, what a sweetheart your daughter is. What a nice young lady.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, she's really sweet. And goddamn, does she look like your wife, bro?
I know, I'm in trouble.
It's major trouble coming your way. We both have the same problem, though. My daughter, I hate it. But luckily, they're good people.
They are.
You know, they'll be all right.
Yeah.
Matt, anything you want to talk about?
No, other than the YouTube channel. We need subscribers on the channel. Everything's going to be there soon. So if you're watching the show on Facebook, that may go away. Plus, you'll be helping us get monetized. So go to
we need to make some money, people.
/at YouTube at Mickey Talks Pod.
Yeah,
where you want to go.
And for those of you that have sent us Venmos over the last couple months, believe me, and Matt will attest to this. The upgrades we've been able to make, the equipment we're able to buy, we were able to get an outdoor equipment rig. Like, it all helps so much.
Yeah, we're about to upgrade our sound a little bit.
We're waiting.
Which we need.
I feel bad asking for people to donate again, but if you want to, do we still have that? The Venmo thing?
Yeah, it's up on the screen now.
Oh, you did put it up?
Yeah,
you're the man. If you'd like the Venmo, look, $10 helps. Whatever you can do, and we're just making the show better, getting more things for it. Hammer Jokes Comedy Club getting ready to make a big announcement in the next 2 weeks about its official grand opening. Really exciting things going on. I'm really happy with everything, and I just, to you out there watching this, when you do, you have no idea the plans we have, and if this works, it's going to help so many people. So many other industry people, restaurants, bars, customers. Like, we have a real plan here. We're trying to build a community that's really never been done before on the internet the way we're doing it. We're treating it like a regular TV radio station.
Yeah, so come advertise with us.
Yeah, if you want to advertise, please. We'll make packages for you.
We got a couple packages and things you can sponsor already. Actually.
Yeah. So it's happening. If you'd like to make a donation, it's on the screen. Please feel free. We'll have the company Venmo set up probably in a week or two as well.
Yeah.
We sadly had to run everything through me right now, but Matt.
Well, the good news is we're official as an official podcast company now.
Yeah. And you know what's funny, Matt? Like, when people watch the show later, I'll get a weird ding on my Venmo, and I've sent you money.
I know,
right? And like, dude, they just said, put this towards whatever, and it's so funny because it'll be like 11 o'clock on a Thursday, and you're like, why'd you just send me, $30? I'm like, so and so donated 60, so and we got you because you're picking stuff up, I'm picking stuff up, whatever.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yeah, it's been incredible for everyone involved, and I'm really excited, man. Really excited. And I'm really excited for you because you're going to get back into the hypnotist thing soon.
It's been a long time, man.
You're good, but you got to start doing it.
Yeah.
You have to, man. Yeah. It's the whole reason we got back together.
Right.
Is for us to be able to do everything we want to do. So I'm excited, man.
Amen. I'm excited too.
Let's pick something tomorrow to talk about. Kind of. I want you to do me a favor tonight. If you get a chance, or tomorrow, whenever. Read up on what you think RFK Jr., whatever his name is, RFK, you know that guy. He said he's going to have answers about why autism happened. Why don't you come up?
You really want to get into this?
No, I want to do it as a bit. No, hear me out.
All right.
Top 5 things you think caused autism. Because he's saying.
You want me to put a list together?
Just put a funny one, Matt. Oh. A funny one. Sometimes, Alice. Everybody, listen. We are just so happy to be able to do a show with you guys, and you guys watch us, and you keep doing it. And thank you all. And the show's just going to get better. Booking guests left and right. Did we get I don't want to say who, the guy you had said earlier, the old morning guy. Guy that used to do mornings?
We're waiting on confirmation. But
Okay.
yes, but I think it's going to happen sometime soon.
We also did the other one.
We can plug him because he's going to be
Go
on
ahead.
soon.
Go
We
ahead.
don't have a date yet, but Steve Rouse,
Yeah.
who I loved listening to
Steve Rouse,
on QSR in the mornings.
when I was on the air, I think Steve was just on still. He was coming to the end of his career when I started mornings. And when he finally left, about a year later, I think it was, I had called him and said, hey, I'd love for you to come do my morning show. And he's like, really? And we kicked off a friendship. I think the guy's the best.
I think Steve's the greatest.
Oh, he's incredible.
I think he's hands down one of the funniest morning guys that's
Ever.
Genuinely funny guy.
And keep in mind, though, I mean, his audience was always an older audience.
Yeah,
so
but
he wasn't.
You know what? Even my mom would have him on the car.
Yeah,
in
of
the
course.
morning.
Hilarious.
I didn't listen to the music very much.
Right.
I appreciate the music later when
Sure,
I got older.
me too. Yeah.
But I still loved his show.
It was great.
I loved it.
Rouse and Company
Yeah.
was one of the best morning shows this town ever had.
For sure.
Without a doubt.
I think our viewers would agree.
Yeah, he'll be on. What about the other radio guy? Can we mention him yet?
I think he's locked in for Monday. So we're going to be talking with Priestley, who you if you're from Baltimore, you knew him from Mix 106.5.
Yeah, Priestley will be on.
Yeah.
I'm working on some out of town interviews that we can bring up through the system now. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff going on.
Yeah.
And if you would like to donate, we are trying to upgrade the soundboard. Some of you may hear like staticky at times. We got a lot of equipment going through a small thing that we're trying to make happen. You guys have been incredible, so thank you. But still need more to do. So thank you for anything you can donate.
Absolutely.
We truly, truly appreciate it. All right, Matt Davis, the greatest partner a guy could ask for. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, my friend.
See you tomorrow. We're getting here during the day. We got a lot of work to do.
We do.
And can we tell? Just
What do you
found
tell?
out something cool.
Yeah.
So we're doing a commercial, and it's going to be up and down the East Coast in movie theaters. So like you might go to the movie, say in New Jersey or I don't know, somewhere in Maine, and a commercial for our podcast is going to be on before the trailers.
Well, locally here, it'll be on Baltimore County, Harford
It'll be-
County.
yeah.
It'll be Ocean City,
Ocean
right?
City, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be I'm so pumped.
I'm excited too.
I really am.
Yeah.
So things are starting to warm up. They're getting hot, but
they're coming together.
They're coming together. Everybody, Mickey Talks is my favorite thing to do every day because you're listening and you're my favorite people. So thank you so much, and we will see everybody tomorrow, 5 p.m. Don't forget, next week, I think either Tuesday or Wednesday, Matt, we'll decide. We're doing a morning show.
Oh, that's right.
We're gonna go
pick
on-
a day to go on at around 7:30 a.m. Eastern time live.
We are going to do 7:30 to about 9:30,
Yeah.
give or take.
Yep.
And looking for a couple fun guests that want to do it. We'll talk about that too. We will see everybody. Thank you all so much. Donate at Venmo if you'd like. We truly appreciate it. See you guys later. Bye.